Hello and welcome back to Simon's Rants. I'm Simon, and today we're watching a pup named Scooby-Doo. So of course, I've been reviewing Scooby-Doo for a while now. I've been going through all the TV shows and movies, and this is the one that is up next. Going into most of these reviews, I've known what I've thought of the show most of the time before reviewing it. This one, I actually don't. I've seen, I think, like one episode of this before, and it's been at least a decade since I have. I don't really know much about this show at all, other than the obvious things, which is it's a kid version of the Scooby-Doo show, which is part of a weird brand of TV shows that we've had surprisingly a lot of, like Tiny Toons and the Muppet Babies. It's a weird thing. Like, I don't understand why we do it, but we for some reason did a lot at one point, where we take a TV show that's popular already and then just make it about the baby versions of these characters. It usually strips out the majority of the comedy from that, as well as the plot, so it's not usually good. But I don't want to make any assumptions about this. We're just going to watch it and see how it holds up. So this is a pup named Scooby-Doo. Let's do it.
Scooby-Doo, 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 Scooby-Doo. There's a mystery in town.
This looks more like the Ghostbusters TV show than it looks like Scooby-Doo. Once again, this is part of an era of Scooby-Doo where they were trying everything they could possibly think of to make it interesting and cool again, because this came out and started in 1988. The original show was 1969, so there was almost a 20-year gap here in which Scooby-Doo was no longer cool, and the kids that grew up watching that show were adults now. So there was this awkward period of it being an old show, but not quite a classic yet. Like nowadays, when you think of Scooby-Doo, it's a classic. Then it's 20 years old, so it's like it's an old show, but it's been around. The kids just don't find it cool anymore, so they were still trying to find new, different ways to make it interesting, and so you get some weird things thrown in there, some weird ideas, like obviously Scrappy was the first thing, and adding other characters and stuff, and now making them all kids for some reason. It was a weird era of TV.
Every day at dawn, the Daily Babbler newspaper truck pulls up to my house. And Mr. Conrad tosses out a big pile of newspapers.
And Shaggy sounds exactly the same, despite being like 4.
All right, Scoob, all right, like I'm up. Go load the papers on my bike, will you? Okay, Leggy.
They sound like adults. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I know you wanted to bring in Casey Kasem and Don Messick to do the voices, because who else would do it, really? But like, you could at least try to change the voice a little bit. If I heard these voices, I would have never guessed that it was supposed to be the little kid versions of them. And also, by the way, this is immediately not canon. Or Scooby-Doo Goes Hollywood isn't canon, because in that, they're adults when they buy Scooby.
Oh, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Well, we're just jumping right into it, aren't we?
I want is mine.
At least he's forward. He's like, hey, this bike, I want it, okay? I'm taking it. Don't want to rob a bank? Don't want to scare anybody away from a hidden treasure? I want this bike. It's a nice bike, okay? All right, I'm going. Oh, apparently it's episode 1, a bicycle built for Boo. Don't know why we took so long to address that.
Somebody had, stolen my bike. So I called an emergency meeting of the Scooby-Doo Detective Agency.
Well, Shaggy, I'm glad to see you're taking the stolen bike stuff like a man.
See, well, he sounds completely different. Did Shaggy go through puberty already, but Freddy didn't?
Your bike was stolen by that no-good neighborhood bully and thief, Red Herring.
Red Herring? Well, I guess he's not actually the bad guy. God damn. I knew Scooby-Doo was always pretty obvious with which characters were red herrings, but they literally just freaking named him Red Herring. I mean, that's clever, that's cute. Most little kids that were watching this show probably had no idea what that was. So it's funny, it is funny. Scooby-Doo was already for a young audience, this is even younger, so you gotta give him a little bit of extra credit.
This place gives me the creeps. The creeps.
How old are they? With his voice and mannerisms and stuff, I wouldn't be shocked if he was a teenager, but then looking at them, they look like they might be like 5 years old. Are they 12? Are they 14? Are they 5? I can't tell.
I
you doofuses.
It's amazing that his costume looks almost exactly like the other costume. Yet he obviously isn't the villain. Right? Right?
That's my bike. Liar, liar, pants on fire. You just painted Shaggy's bike blue to throw us off. And I could prove it too. If only I had some sandpaper. Or a sand blaster. Thanks, Velma.
Velma? Why do you have that? And where did you get it? Where were you keeping it?
Tire tracks from Shaggy's bike.
Amazing that we never saw those tire tracks that were right there this whole time.
Mystery! Ho!
Where the hell? Why is Velma so creepy? This is so bizarre. It's like Shaggy and Scooby are like themselves vaguely. Velma is a psychopath. She's like freaking Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory. And then you've got Freddy and Daphne who are like Charlie Brown Peanuts characters. This isn't Scooby-Doo. It's not necessarily bad, but it doesn't feel like Scooby-Doo. It feels like all these other little kid versions of the shows do. They all feel like each other. They don't actually feel like the shows they're based on. It was a really weird time in TV.
Where are we?
Willy Wonka's workshop based on the sound effects. Oh, he's gotta be the bad guy. He's shaped like the bad guy costume. He's gotta be. But why would he steal the bike? Why does he need a bike?
Scooby's like chickening out. He won't budge.
I bet I could change his mind with a Scooby snack.
Why are you looking at me? Look at Scooby. You're talking to him or about him. Why are you looking at me? I'm not involved in this process. Like that. That's like some Dr. Seuss stuff. That doesn't feel like Scooby-Doo to me. Especially Velma. Velma is completely wrong. Why did you do that to this character? Why? I love Velma, but I don't particularly like whatever this weirdo thing is. They feel like characters from Backyard Baseball. Why is she running like that? I don't get it. I don't like it.
Get out! Get out! Get out!
My good idea.
What's up, crew?
Can Velma talk? Does Velma know how to talk? I still can't get over the fact that you've got a full-grown Shaggy voice and then everybody else is talking like they're in the freaking Peanuts show. They don't even look like, obviously they're wearing like similar outfits and stuff, but they don't look, act, sound, anything like the characters that they supposedly become. I don't believe you. I think Shaggy is either having some delusion or maybe he kidnaps people and dresses them up like his childhood friends because something traumatic happened. And that's why he's scared of ghosts, is because some guy in a ghost costume killed all of his friends when he was a kid. That got dark!
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Shirley MacLude. I am the world-famous medium. My psychic powers have led me to this house. Wait! I'm receiving a message from the beyond.
You've got a radar machine in your head? Or a Morse code machine?
I am Razba of the Netherworld. You kids don't know what you're getting into. Get out before it's too late. Get out! Get out! Get out! Well, gotta run. Have a nice day, kids. Ta-ta!
This is so weird. This is so weird. This is really weird.
This mystery is getting like spookier by the second. Yeah, spooky.
Okay, crew.
Crew? Gang, dude! I guess you hadn't figured out your vernacular yet. I wouldn't trust those floorboards. I don't know why, I just wouldn't trust them. Oh, see? Yeah. Should've listened.
We'll fall down. Go boom.
What? What was that? That was the first genuine genuinely funny part. And I was not expecting it at all. Still not quite like what I would expect from Scooby-Doo, but I mean, hey, it was funny.
Zoinks! Like money! Money! Tons and tons of money!
But where did it come from? Jinkies.
Oh, she can talk. Wow, amazing.
That's strange. What's a printing press doing down here?
I bet I know. The Martian spies are printing up vacation brochures to lure humans to their evil red planet, or they're gonna cook us for dinner.
Is this where Freddy being a moron originated? I think it is. You know how oftentimes Freddy is like really stupid in the new ones? And I had no idea why, other than it got repetitive to have 3 smart characters and then Shaggy and Scooby. Because, you know, Fred, Daphne, and Velma are all actually smart when you go to the original show. And I never really knew when this started, but apparently, here we go, 1988, Fred became a moron. Glad to see we found it. Actually, no, I'm not glad. Freddy being stupid has led to some good comedy, but like, I don't know why we made him dumb. He was smart, he came up with the traps, he did a lot of stuff. But no, he's stupid. And he's very stupid.
Sounds like Scooby stumbled onto something.
Zoinks! Like my bike! You found it, Scoob!
Yeah, because, you know, counterfeiting money and stealing bikes go hand in hand. Yeah, they're pretty similar priority levels.
Jinkies.
Jinkies?
Velma said jinkies. It must be important.
Must be important. Shut up.
Like what's wrong, Velma?
The chain's missing.
Weird. I wonder where it went.
I think I know.
So instead of buying a new printer chain, which is apparently a thing, they don't use ribbons or bands or rubber bands or anything like that. No, they use chains that just so happen to be the same length and size and strength as a child's bike chain.
Let's split up, gang!
Here comes the gloppy green ghost.
I said that they were Peanuts characters. They're literally Peanuts characters. Why are they dancing? Why the hell are they dancing? There's a evil villain chasing their best friend, maybe going to kill him. And you're like, hey, this is a perfect time to do my impression of the Peanuts cast in the Christmas special. What? This is really dumb. This is really dumb. Stop dancing! Stop it! Oh, well, his legs were just cut off and flattened, and he was mutilated. That man is mutilated. He will never walk again. God damn.
There are no such things as ghosts.
Well, Daphne, then who is that gross out?
Do you know who it is?
Ooh.
Well then, let's review the facts.
I can't wait to hear the explanation of why he wanted to get rid of his own paperboy. Like, is Shaggy just that bad of a worker that he's like, I need to get rid of this kid. Firing him's not good enough. I need to traumatize him.
That so-called ghost locked me in there.
When? When did he have time to do that? You were there, then you left, and he attacked them. When did this happen?
That money we found upstairs was fake.
Fake?
Every bill has the exact same serial number.
How about the fact that he's printing on paper? Have you ever noticed that money isn't actually made out of paper? And if you print it on paper, it's very noticeable? That didn't tip you off?
Isn't that right, Mr. Conrad?
Oh, shucks. Boss!
But why?
Yeah, why is a very good question.
I needed the bike chain.
That's your full reason? Please have more of an explanation, please.
I'd still be in business if it hadn't been for you pesky kids and that dog.
That's it? That's it? That's your full explanation, is you needed the bike chain? You could have gotten that anywhere! Yeah! Why? Did he have the costume before that? Or did he decide he just wanted to wear the costume when he stole children's bikes? Because that's the only time he was using it. He was using a freaking newspaper printer to print out fake money. Goes, I need a new chain for my printer. Buying one off of Amazon would be too inconvenient. Heck, going down to the local bike shop doesn't work for me. I'm going to make a green glob costume and go horrify and terrorize my employee to steal his bike chain. This seems overcomplicated. I do not accept this as canon. This is not canon. This is something else.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
Alright. I gotta watch 2 more of these. I hope you're having a good time. What is this? Hopefully, you've just come home from work or school or whatever. You had a stressful day and you needed something to laugh at. Here you go. We can laugh at it together. Work sucks. School sucks. Life sucks. Sometimes. So just sit back and make fun of this wonderful show with me. I was not expecting this to be this ridiculous. Scott Menville? Hold on, this is a weird piece of trivia. Scott Menville is a famous voice actor. He's a voice actor. Probably most notably played Robin in Teen Titans. But he also did play Shaggy briefly in Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue. He's in the show. He's not playing Shaggy though. That would make much too much sense. No, he's playing Red Herring. I wish he played Shaggy because that would have been interesting to then have him then voice Shaggy again later as an adult.
It was like nighttime in Coolsville.
I think I've probably mentioned this before, but Coolsville isn't a real place, but there is a Coolville in Ohio. So, personal headcanon, they all live in Ohio. You can accept that or not. Ohio's a weird state, but hey, if somebody told me that there was a bunch of people dressing up as crazy villains and stealing crap in Ohio, I'd be like, you know what, sounds about right.
Moments ago, the last National Bank of Coolsville was robbed. Mr. Williams, the bank janitor, witnessed the crime. When I got to work, I noticed that the vault door was open.
Oh my god, is that a monkey or a person? Episode 2, the sludge monster from Earth's core. His eye is moving so much. Imagine trying to live when constantly your eyes are just going. Life must suck for that guy.
You want us to believe that a giant monster was in there?
Sure, Daphne. Do you think Scooby would imagine something like that?
Well, actually, yes!
Okay, my goodness. They're just Charlie Brown characters. I can't get over this crap.
But Scoob said this monster was huge.
Huge!
How the hell did you do that?
Well, gang, it looks like we have a monster mystery to solve.
Oh, can't it wait till morning, Freddy? I need my beauty rest.
That silence was deafening.
Don't worry, guys. I know who's behind this monster business.
Are you gonna say red herring again? If you say red herring again, I'm going to throw a fit.
Come on, Red Herring. Give yourself up.
Every goddamn episode, Freddy! 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 I can't be mad at this show. He reminds himself vocally because it's aimed at freaking 5-year-olds. But man. Oh! All the 5-year-olds going, it's not him, Freddy! It's not him!
If we're gonna catch that monster in the act, we're gonna have to go inside Scooby's doghouse.
Will you go inside for a Scooby snack? 2 Scooby snacks? All right, 3. But that is my final offer.
Okay.
turn into a rocket every time? And then do that every time? Like, this isn't even, like, Scooby. I don't know who that is. That's like a different cartoon dog, and I can't figure it out, but it doesn't feel like Scooby.
Come on, Daphne, it's okay. See for yourself.
What the hell? Yeah, I'd be scared sleeping in there all by myself at night, too. It's massive. Anything could be in there.
Would you like a bite of my peanut butter and potato chip pizza? Like, no need to get upset, Scoob. If you don't want any, just say no.
There we go. That's a Scooby-Doo style joke. That is Scooby-Doo humor. That wasn't. Did they just make monkey sounds? Why?
I don't see any sign of any silly old monster.
And I don't see any sign of any characters that remotely resemble Fred, Daphne, or Velma.
Jinkies!
Velma spoke.
She said jinkies. It must be important.
What the hell? Stop repeating yourself. We're just gonna start saying the same damn thing in every episode? That doesn't qualify as comedy. You can't have a reoccurring joke unless there's a joke to begin with. It's just a reoccurrence. It's just, I hate so much about this garbage. It's so bad. I apologize to anybody who grew up watching this. Your nostalgia is probably really mad at me. But as somebody who didn't watch this as a kid and is coming objectively to this crap, it is crap. Oh, God.
It's a monster!
I don't think so.
See, look, she's wearing like a onesie with like a little butt flap. How old is she? She's like 2. And then Shaggy's gone through puberty. What is the age range here? I thought they all went to high school together. This makes no freaking sense.
Just wait until the police hear about this.
This is the police. Give yourself up.
Wow, that was fast.
Oh, it's that guy again. Oh, they're all that guy. What the hell? They're all exactly the same. What? I thought there was the bank robber for a second, but no, they just all humans look the same. Well, not him. Apparently. That's a good cop, I guess. Although, frankly, I'm more suspicious of him because he doesn't look like everybody else.
But why are the police looking for the monster out here?
Yeah, the monster's in there.
What are you talking about? The guy we're after is like a real live bank robber.
Shaggy's the cop? Like, what are you talking about, Scoob? I mean, Freddy. I'm definitely not Shaggy. Like, man, I'm what Shaggy sounds like when he's gone through second puberty. Then again, apparently Shaggy as a small child sounded like he did as an adult. So maybe Shaggy had just never gone through puberty until now. And then he became a cop. A weird series of events that I didn't see coming, but you know, sure. And you're doing that again.
I think Scooby needs to see a doctor.
I agree. That's terrifying.
I told you there's no monster. It's only a bank robbing janitor.
That's actually probably scarier.
Can't you get a bigger door, Scooby?
Didn't you just walk through it like a scene ago, fully standing up? Am I crazy?
Like, gee, Scoob, maybe we'll never find that sludge monster.
Got that right.
That's obviously not the same thing. He's got 2 eyes instead of one big old eye down here.
Hey, you're not the sludge monster. You're Mr. Williams, the janitor.
That's right.
I'm also a monkey. Did I mention that? I'm a monkey. I'm not actually a human. I just shave.
You kids are no help at all.
Why would you think they would be help? Why did you go to this kid's doghouse anyway? Why are you hiding in a doghouse, sir?
Like maybe he didn't rob the bank.
Who else could have done it?
Literally anybody. Literally anybody.
Or that slime. Ew, yuck. But why would the monster dig a hole in Scooby's basement? Check this out.
Zoinks! Like Scoob's basement must be 100 feet deep.
I mean, where's the rest of the house? I assumed it must have been underground. So going 100 feet deep was not a shock to me.
But to where does this hole lead?
The only way to solve this mystery is for us to go down there and find out. Who's first?
Would you do it for 3 Scooby snacks?
You're starting too high. You suck at negotiations. Like, if you go back and watch the original show, most of the time he does the shit for 1. You can't start at freaking 3. When you do that, it devalues a Scooby snack. A Scooby snack used to stand for something in this town.
I'm feeling seasick.
I'm getting sick too. This sewer is loaded with cooties.
Cooties? Why cooties? Why did you say that?
So that's how the janitor robbed the bank.
Oh my god! It's so... so subtle. There's just a gaping hole in the middle of the safe and nobody went, maybe we should check to see where this goes.
Like, you want to open an account, sir? Name, please? And how do you spell that? I see.
I say it every episode, or at least all the bad versions of the show. No matter how unfunny Scooby-Doo is, he can't go an entire episode without being genuinely hilarious at least once. It's gotta happen. And that, I think, was the moment.
You can't run away from a one eye. He's got his eye on you.
What does that mean, and why can't you? You can't run away from a one eye. Why not? Have you tried?
He's got his eye on you. He's got his eye on you. He's got his eye on you.
That was the laziest 4-door routine I've ever seen. He literally didn't move. He came up once, went back down, came up a second time, and Scooby was on his head. That was the laziest 4-door routine I've ever seen. My god.
I have a plan.
We spend all of it and don't tell a soul.
Hey, tall, dark, and slimy. Nah, nanny, nah, nah. Bet you can't catch us.
If you were just gonna taunt him and get him to chase you, why did you lay out the coins? You didn't need to do both. It was one or the other. If you just stopped and thought for 1.387521098 seconds, you would have figured that shit out. Was this the plan? Bring him outside and spray him with a hose? Great plan, Velma. Now I know why we put Freddy in charge of coming up with the plans. His plans didn't always work, but at least it was better than spray him with the hose and see what happens. Most of the time.
Like I don't want to wake up my mom and my baby sister.
You have a baby sister? You would have thought that we would have met Shaggy's sister at some point if he had one. We've met every other distant relative that they've ever had. Like, oh, Shaggy has a distant third uncle from Scotland. But no, apparently he has a sister that we never knew about. Okay.
Good job, Norval.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, that's his dad. That's why he sounds the same. I missed that part. Makes sense, though.
It's the bank president, Mr. Buxton.
Did we meet him? I guess we did. I was probably talking over it. That probably would have been obvious if I was actually paying attention. Oops.
Scooby-Doo.
Alright, one more. We're almost there, guys. Episode 3. The Schnook Who Took My Comic Book. I guess Schnook. The Schnook Who Took My Comic Book. That's probably... Alright.
$25, right? That's right.
$25? How is that $25? How could you possibly make $25 overflow a wheelbarrow? Wow, English is hard. A wheelbarrow. No, a wheelbarrow? A wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow. It sounds wrong, but I think that's right.
Like, what's the problem, Scoop?
We hate Commander Cool. We eat his comics.
Please tell me this is the villain and this is motivation. He steals comic books because he doesn't like them? That's hilarious! Obviously, it's a competitor. Or it could be the writer of the actual comic book and he's doing it for some stint. Maybe he's trying to make the value of them go up, because I mean $25 isn't that much for a first edition, so by getting the rest of them taken out, it will make the price skyrocket.
I swear on my first edition of Commander Cool that the real Dr. Croker attacked us!
Me too.
Zoinks! It's the eyeball monster!
It is?
It is. I mean, look at it. What else could it be? Oh, it is? I thought it was the earwax troll. Are you sure that's an eyeball?
What a bunch of super nothings.
Like, it's red herring.
Why did he get arrested for wearing a costume at a Comic-Con? That cops can be very busy if that's against the law.
Me hate cool. Me devour all him comics.
No, like, stay away!
Aw, come on, Red. Take off that fakey-looking disguise. Oh, well, I could be wrong.
I didn't like that. Well, Scooby should know who the villain is now. He just went right into the costume. I mean, I don't know how big the costume is on the inside, but he can't get that lost in there.
Jinkies.
Clue! You got it? Cause she said Jinkies! There's a clue, kids! Pay attention! Pay attention! God, I hate how juvenile it is. It's for 5-year-olds, Simon. It's for 5-year-olds. For 5-year-olds.
Once we lost that scary Dr. Croker, Scoop and I headed over to see Wendell McWendell himself to get his autograph. He's the cartoonist who created Commander Cool Comics.
But he wants to get rid of them for some reason. He's gotta be the bad guy, but why?
No one's ever gonna spot us in these get-ups, Scoob.
No one.
Hi, Scooby. Hi, Shaggy.
Like you must be mistaking us for somebody else, sweetheart.
Sweetheart. I never knew hearing Shaggy say sweetheart was on my bucket list, but check it off.
There are only 2 first editions left, and I'm not gonna lose mine. Hi, Mr. McWendell. Will you autograph my comic?
So, you're the lad who bought the Commander Cool first edition.
Clue! Clue! Shut up! I don't even know what the clue was. What was the clue? I don't know what the clue was there, guy. Even with you shouting clue at me.
You be careful with this first edition. Yours and mine are the only 2 left.
Oh, did you hear that? Only 2 of these left.
Oh my God! Mary and Moses and Joseph and all of those people, they need more comic books!
But you can't go now. This mystery's just getting started.
Actually, it started about 10 minutes ago.
Like, thank goodness we're out of here.
Again with the monkey noises. I'm at a loss for words with half of this shit that goes on.
Hey, wait a minute. What's a chase without some chase music?
There was music playing. There literally was music playing. Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't have the doopa-doops and the doopa-doops.
Who's that hiding round the bend?
Oh my God, dancing again. This is laughably bad. This is laughably bad.
I say, can't you do that outside? We're trying to do a movie here.
We found the funny moment of this episode. We found the funny part.
Scoop and I I decided to take charge of the case. So we got all the suspects together in one place and decided to grill them. All right, Red, where were you on the night of June 16th?
That kid's had that same shoulder tattoo in all 3 episodes. Either he's constantly reapplying a fake, like, wash-on tattoo, or this freaking 5-year-old, 8-year-old, 12-year-old has a real tattoo. I'm not sure which is weirder.
If you want to know what I think, it was Shaggy who stole the comics.
Why would he steal his own comic, you moron?
Aha! It was Velma. I knew it.
As stupid as that sounds, it's been the freaking twist. Scooby-Doo got so desperate, eventually they were like, hey, yeah, why not make Velma the bad guy?
I'll give 1,000 for it. 2,000.
2,500.
3,000.
Yeah, he's definitely the bad guy. This is what I said. I said this. I said it. Oh my god, am I really bragging that I solved the mystery on a TV show that goes, clue! Clue! Every time there's a clue. I'm ashamed of myself.
Haven't you heard? Shaggy found another issue of Commander Cool #1.
He did?
You know, why didn't you just sell the 2 copies you had for $1,000 each instead of trying to sell the 1 copy for $2,000? Having only 2 copies of it still makes it very rare. This doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. He's not very smart.
Like it's all yours, Scoob.
Wow. You just blew him up.
How could you? How could you blow up a first edition Commander Cool?
You were trying to get rid of it anyway, so I mean, what's the difference?
Before Dr. Croker is unmasked, who do you think he really is?
Don't ask me, I don't care.
How did McWendell know that Shaggy had bought the first edition?
Didn't he say he did? Did he literally just say that?
There are only 2 first editions left, and I'm not gonna lose mine. Hi, Mr. McWendell. Will you autograph my comic? But why would he steal his own creation?
To make his copy of the first edition the only one.
Okay, but that 2 copies is still rare! Yet he sold the first one for $25 freaking dollars. Or I guess that lady did, but I guess that lady was just a moron and didn't realize how expensive what she was selling was.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Okay, Simon, productive criticism. Productive. The reason this show sucks is, like I said, it's intended for an extremely young audience. This isn't the same Scooby-Doo. It's not trying to be. Like I said, it was part of that weird series of shows that were just all doing weird baby shows for babies. It's not good, but at least it's self-aware enough that it's entertaining to 5-year-olds, and adults watching it will be able to get a chuckler or 2 out of it by rolling their eyes at it. It really does matter how you approach it. If you're approaching it as that, sure, it's fine, whatever. If you're approaching it as a Scooby-Doo adaptation or a Scooby-Doo version, this was easily the worst Scooby-Doo that I've reviewed so far. It's so bad because it's so far off base. It's awful. So, yeah, just approach it as a little kid's show. Or just don't approach it at all. Leave it alone. Stay far away, because that's what I will be doing from now on. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you got a couple laughs out of this. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.